Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well with your lessons. Today we will learn about the action verbs. Please open your books on page 54 and 55. We will start the lesson with some reading practices. I'll show to you a text here which I'm going to read. I suggest you to read it too at home, and then we will have an exercise with true or false statements. Please listen or read. Write a story that begins, I'll never forget. I'll never forget the day I went up in a hot air balloon. It was a birthday present from my aunt. She knows I like adventures. Well, it was certainly that. I had to get up really early, but it wasn't a problem. I couldn't sleep anyway. It was so excited. My parents and my aunt came to watch. They waved it as I got into the balloon. There were 5 other passengers and the pilot, of course. When we took off, it was quite noisy and I couldn't hear anything except the roar of the flames. Then it became much quieter. I can't describe the feeling. It was like a dream. The sky was bright blue and clear. Everything was calm. I could see all the people below us. They were getting smaller and smaller as we floated higher and higher. Then the storm began. I came from nowhere. The balloon dropped suddenly and it started raining hard. The pilot decided to land as quickly as possible, but he couldn't control the balloon. The wind was carrying us toward the sea. I'm telling you, it was very scary. Luckily, the wind changed direction and we were finally able to land in the middle of a field. There was an enormous bump as we hit the ground and I fell out of the basket. We were all a bit shocked, but luckily nobody was hurt. I was able to walk back to my family and show them I was okay. Was I frightened? Yes, very. Will I ever do it again? Not sure. Now, as we have listened the text, we are going to complete the next exercise with the answers that we require. We require a true or false or doesn't say answer. Now, the first sentence is here. Julia went in the hot air balloon with her parents and her aunt. This is a false statement. This wasn't presented in the text. Now, I hope you read the text or you listened to the text, and I hope you didn't have problems to understand the whole text. Let's proceed with the next sentence. The ride was noisy all the time. What do you think? Is this statement true, false, or it doesn't say anywhere in the text? Now we have sentence number 3. The weather changed. What do you think? Is it true, false, or it doesn't say? Number 4. There was something wrong with the balloon. Number 5. They landed well. Number 6. She definitely wants to do it again. Now, what do you think about these statements? Are they true or false? Let's go with number 2. The ride was noisy all the time. False. Number 3. The weather changed. True. Number 4. There was something wrong with the balloon. It doesn't say. Number 5. They landed well. It doesn't say. Number 6. She definitely wants to do it again. False. Now, I suggest you to write something about this topic. Would you like to go up in a hot air balloon? Why or why not? Argue your thoughts or describe your opinion in a more general way. Now let's continue with the other part of this lesson. We've finished the reading part. Now we've got the vocabulary part. We're going to learn about the action verbs. Action verbs, also called dynamic verbs, express an action, whether it be physical or mental. An action verb explains what the subject of the sentence is doing or has done. Looking at action verb examples helps make it clear the function of action verbs in sentences and what purpose they serve. On your books, you can see some action verbs and some pictures. The verbs that are presented in the book are carry, drop, fall, float, jump, land, lift, pull, push, sink, slip, take off, and trip. Now you're going to find which of these verbs represent the pictures. Match the pictures from 1 to 8 to the verbs in the box. There are 5 extra words. We're going to find these extra verbs that are not seen in the pictures. Now, number 1, we have the verb drop. Picture number 2. What can you see there? Which of the verbs do you think that describes the action? It's take off. Number 3. What verb would you use in this case? Trip. He's tripping. Number 4. What is the action that we can see on number 4? Push. As we can see, he's pushing the girl. Number 5. What can you see in the picture? Slip. As we can see, the girl slipped from a banana peel. Number 6. We see a ship there. What do you think, which of the verbs here would describe the action in this case? It's sink. The ship is sinking, as we can see. Number 7. We see in the picture a man, something in his hands. What do you think? What is the verb that we might use in this case? It's lift. So as you can see, he's lifting. Number 8. What is happening in the picture? Which of the verbs would you use to describe the action? It's float. It is floating. Now, which of the verbs aren't presented in the pictures? What verbs remains with no match? It's carry, fall, jump, land, and pull. These verbs weren't presented in the picture. Homework. When you go home, please try to write a paragraph describing your latest activities using action verbs. This was all for today. Thank you for your attention. We will meet next time with the other lessons. Goodbye.